Welcome back to the Lights Out podcast, bedtime stories for boys and girls around the world. Good evening, boys and girls. Are you ready for bed? Are you all snuggled up and ready for the Lights Out bedtime story? Good, because you're in for a treat tonight. That's right, we have chapter 31 of Fing by David Williams, and tonight's chapter is called Pong. And it's actually part 5 of the book, Kaboom! All was silent until the creature closed its one eye in concentration and let out a deafening sound. Furt. The sound was followed by an almighty dropping, being dropped. Thud. It was so almighty that it was actually larger than the thing itself. Picking himself up from the floor, Father admired the dropping. Oh, how is that even possible? I don't know, replied Mother, but at least we know now which end is which. Poor little thing, must be in there somewhere. Oh, well, I'm afraid to say that there's not much hope for it now, Mother, said Father, joining his wife as they peered at the dropping. No, indeed. A smell so wretched that it began peeling the paint off the walls filled the room. It was so vile that even Fing's eye watered. Poor Mrs. Meek covered her mouth with a handkerchief. Things, Pongs. Don't you fret, Mother. I will dispose of it, replied Father, as he reached into his cupboard for the dustpan and brush. However, as soon as he brought them over, he realized they were laughably small for the task. Oh, let me, said Mother. With that, she held her breath and pushed the droppings out of the kitchen and into the garden. Trundle, trundle, trindle. There, she said, brushing her hands together at a job well done. Well done, Mother. Thank you, Father. Then the pair stared at Fing, who was now devouring the Meeks family's selection of breakfast cereals, boxes and all. Munch, crunch, crunch. All the time growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Burp. What on earth are we going to do with it? Asked Father. Mother thought for a moment. Could you take it back? Take it back? To where you found it? I nearly died getting it here. Well, I worry what might happen to Myrtle if Fing stays. If it did one of those droppings on her, she could be buried alive. The pair looked lost in thought for a moment. Only for a moment, though. They were too nice to entertain the notion of any longer. Then Father had an idea. How about we lock it in a shed? Myrtle? No, Fing? Oh, yes, of course. I knew that. I think that is a splendid idea, Father. Thank you kindly, Mother. Grrr, growled Fing, its one eye narrowed. The creature didn't like the idea one bit, so as fast as it could, it bounced out of the kitchen into the hallway. Boink, boink, boink. Oh no, said Father. It's on the move. The end of chapter 31 of Fing by David Williams, here on the Lights Out podcast. Bedtime stories for boys and girls around the world. Good night. Grrr.